Hey guys, today we're going to be reviewing Solo, a Star Wars story. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm going to be in the minority because I actually kind of like this movie. Kind of, and I really liked it. Actually, it might be better than Force Awakens in my opinion, which I know some people isn't saying much, but if you see my previous review of The Last Jedi, you'll know that that's not as well as on other people's list in the Star Wars series. Anyways, I'm going to continue and get into the actual thing. Anyways, let's go. I'm going to talk about the trailer first. It was pretty annoying about the last part in the final trailer. It was pretty dumb, so this is basically how it went. It was like that cliche where it's like, oh no, Chewie, you're gonna die. But turns out there's already movies showing that he's alive from the future. So why would you do that? But to pull in some more money? Well, that obviously didn't work because you literally failed at the box office. You bombed it. You got an F. Your teacher's gonna give you an F on your paper because you only made like $1 at the movies. But anyway, the point is, why'd you do that? We all know Chewie's alive, so there's no point of ending off the trailer like that. Yeah, you dumbzoids. So, next we're gonna talk about the jokes. The jokes are pretty bad, but compared to Last Jedi, they were A+. So, you know, that's good, I guess. The Last Jedi forever joke in my head, I was like, Aah! But with this one, I was just like, that's not funny. But with 4 of them, or 3 of them, I was like, heh. Not in reality. For only like 1 of them, I actually laughed out loud, which was a pretty bad joke now that I think about it. It was the one where L3 was like, dude, I think my boy Donald Glover's hitting on me. I don't like that, you know. I don't like it. I'm not into him like that. But surprisingly left to that terrible joke. But you know, we're into what we're into. I mean, some people just have a bad taste of humor. Though I guess why it's called an opinion, because opinions are never wrong. I feel like these jokes better than Last Jedi, but they're still not top notch. Visuals were pretty good, especially with the transitions. With Last Jedi, there's this one bad visual that I talked about in my previous review, where Kylo Ren's like, darn you. I really hated that transition. It gave me chills and it made me want to headbutt the projector and throw it out a window. I really hated how it looked. But otherwise, I didn't have a problem with the transitions. But this one, not one, made me want to headbutt the projector and chuck it out a window. So, that's good. The visuals in Last Jedi, I think, were a teensy bit better than the ones in Han Solo, but I don't know, it might just be because the visuals demanded more, because there's a lot more heavy action scenes in there with that needed a lot more CGI. But I do think that the visuals in Last Jedi were a lot better, but maybe that's just an illusion since there's a lot more CGI needed. Anyways, I thought the Last Jedi visuals were better, but these were still phenomenal. I thought Aldrin Einrich, I think his last name is, Buzz Aldrin, let's just call him Buzz Aldrin. I thought Buzz Aldrin did a great job at the role in Han Solo. Buzz Aldrin did a phenomenal job, even though some people hated Buzz Aldrin. I actually liked Buzz Aldrin, just because he wasn't, like, as bad as people were saying. People were saying he sucked at his role, and he wasn't a good Han Solo. Now, I will say Harrison Ford was a lot better than Buzz Aldrin, but I think Buzz Aldrin still did really good. So, in all, I would give him a 6 out of Harrison Ford. I thought everyone else did a really good job, especially Lando. I think Lando stuck out the most within all the characters. He really had the best charisma, and he was, like, the most charming, if that's the right word. But I just think he matched his actual character in the previous movies a lot better than everyone else did. I thought Chewie and Han did a good job at growing how they became characters. I really liked how Han and Chewie met. I did think it was cheesy how Chewbacca got his name. They were like, hey, boyo, your name's Chewbacca? That's 9 digits. We need to bring that down to only 6 digits. That's better, Chewie, my boyo. I thought it was pretty dumb how Han Solo got his name. I really think they should just had it where Solo had his name just originally Solo. And I don't think he did even mention it in the originals where he was like, yeah, Solo's not my actual last name. I thought L3 was really pointless since her whole entire point was just for comic relief. And it's even dumber because Lando and Han Solo, two main characters, are already there for a ton of jokes. I mean, that's not their only point, but they make a lot of jokes in the movie. It's like having two characters that are initially funny, but then you going, hey, we need characters just for comic relief. It's like just Despicable Me. Why add minions just for comic relief when it's already a comedy? I mean, I know Han Solo is in a comedy, but there's still two characters already making jokes that are main characters. So why do you gotta add in a third character that's just for comic relief? It makes no sense, boyo. Her other point was just to make Lando feel sad, which is really dumb. And I guess it was also to help out with the Kessel Run. But I think they could have easily have a Kessel Run be done without her in the movie whatsoever. Or maybe she could have been in the movie, but she just didn't have to be as obnoxious and as much of a pointless character as she was in the movie. I think that Ron Howard really could have put some more effort into actually making her an actual character and not just some person going, free the droids! L3 compared to Chewbacca, he also wanted to free all the Wookiees, but L3 compared to him, Chewbacca was just like, please let me do this, please, and then L3 was like, oh! It was really annoying and really just annoying. So, you know, we gotta give Ron Howard a 1-up for not being as stupid as Ryan Johnson and just adding in some dumb characters like porgs and an animal that leaks green milk. So one thing that I thought that I wouldn't like was the Kessel Run. I remember watching some YouTuber, but he was saying how he thought that it would be a terrible idea to put it in. It would just be extremely dumb. And I thought the same thing when I thought about it. Like, yeah, that would be pretty stupid. Now that I saw it, they executed it actually pretty nicely, if I have to say so myself. I liked it. I thought that it was really dumb that they added it in at first, but they were like, no, this actually works. Like, when I first heard them talking about the Kessel Run, how they had to do the costume, like, oh god, my worst fear has come to life. But then I was like, oh, wow, they actually executed that really well. I remember a while ago when we first started Rogue One, my brother was complaining about how, oh boy, they killed everyone off, that's stupid. But now that I think about it, they kind of had to, because imagine if one person survived, everyone would be going, what happened? Why aren't they mentioned in any of the later movies? And they should have killed everyone off. And this one, they didn't kill off Emilia Clarke's character, which you might say so, and I'm thinking, well, that's kind of annoying because where is she gonna be in a future movie? So the next movie that they're making is the Obi-Wan Kenobi prequel. So it's gonna be about that. Then after that, there's a Boba Fett one. I'm hoping Emilia Clarke's character comes back in one of those two movies, because if they don't, oh boy. I really loved the introduction to all the characters, but there was one problem, was the antagonist. The antagonist was just terrible. The only thing that really was fearful about him is, like, if they don't deliver, he's gonna track you down and kill you. And but it's not even really him, it's just the superiors. And in reality, do you really think his superiors are gonna track him down? Because they don't mention him being tracked down at all in any of the movies by Darth Maul or by those guys. They don't mention him getting tracked down in any of the later movies. So if really he was gonna track them down, why isn't he? Because just because he killed that guy doesn't mean that they're not gonna track him down. There's like this one scene in the movie where you see him killing a guy, and it's like, ooh, he's so scary. And it's not even that amazing, like in Rogue One with Darth Vader, where he's just, at the very end, when he's just slicing through a bunch of people and choking them and killing them. Like, that was so cool. You gotta see Darth Vader. It was amazing. I love that scene so much. Probably my favorite scene in Rogue One. It was just an amazing scene. But with this, it's like, yo, dude, stabbity stab, stab, stab. Like, first of all, we don't even know if he was trying to defend himself. Like, he didn't even look like he was trying to, like, fight back at all. Like, he looked like he was trying to get away, but it didn't look like he was trying to fight back. Like, there was a lot of cliches. Like, it was pretty obvious that she was gonna get stuck and they were gonna get separated at the beginning. That was pretty obvious. That happens in a lot of movies. It was pretty obvious Han Solo was gonna work with the good guys at the very end of it. I wouldn't really exactly call that a cliche, but that was just something that was really expected. Like I said, with Chewie just hanging out, like, will he die? I don't know. There's that cliche where he gets betrayed. Oh boy. And it was a pretty cliche move that they're gonna take the payload the first time. Of like, yeah, that happens in basically every movie. The first time they fail, but the second time they succeed. But yeah, there was just a lot of cliches. Like always, I'm gonna rank the Star Wars movies, as always, like I did in my last review. I'm gonna keep on doing this, and yeah, here we go. So, Empire Strikes Back, then New Hope, then Return of the Jedi, then The Last Jedi. Yes, I still like that. Then Force Awakens or Solo Star Wars Story. I honestly cannot choose which one I like better. They're both pretty good in my opinion. What is it called? Revenge of the Sith, that's what it's called. And then Rogue One, then A Phantom Menace, and Attack of the Clones. I'm gonna have to rewatch Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. Because now that I'm thinking back, I kind of like Phantom Menace a lot less, just because now that I think back, it's not even that good of a movie. But I'm gonna have to rewatch those two. This is the end of the review. I know most people didn't like the movie, but I don't care. It's my opinion. Opinions can't be wrong, so shut up, okay? Because I know there's a lot of ignorant people on the internet that say, because you have a different opinion, that's wrong. Your opinion is wrong because it's a different opinion than my opinion. I know a lot of people are like that. I only have like 1 subscriber, so I know hopefully that 1 subscriber isn't like that. Anyways, my point is, this is an interview, and for my total score, I'll say it's better than Shark Tale. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.